Proverbs, the 24th chapter. Proverbs 24. Where I will begin reading for your hearing at the 30th verse. And I will conclude at the 34th verse. Proverbs 24, verse 30. When you have it, say amen.
Amen.
If you don't have it, say wait.
Wait.
I like to wait because I want you to see it. That's why I like to put the word in front of you so you can see it for yourself. Don't take my word for it. Just look at it for yourself. Amen. I'm just the waiter. I ain't the cook. You got a problem with the food. You got to take it up with the food. 24 and 30 reads, I went by the field of a slothful or sluggard, and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. And lo, it was all grown over with thorns, and nettles had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. Then I saw and considered it well.
Yes.
And I looked upon it and received instruction. Yet a little sleep.
Yeah.
A little slumber.
Yes.
A little folding of the hands to sleep. And so shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth, and that want as an armed man. I want to talk to you from the subject, sluggish saints. I normally don't do this, but I'm going to do it today. Turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, are you a sluggish saint? That's kind of a tongue twister. Let's turn to the other neighbor and say, neighbor, are you a sluggish saint? Amen. My brothers and sisters in Christ Jesus, we have an epidemic going on, not only in the body of Christ, but in the world in general. And that epidemic is that most people, man, women, boy, or girl, have an entitlement spirit. And the problem with having an entitlement spirit is that a lot of times when you feel like somebody owes you something, you become lazy and you become arrogant.
All right.
And it comes off to the world as entitlement because you won't move, do anything that needs to be done unless somebody doing it for you.
Amen.
And King Solomon here in this proverb, he wanted to give wisdom and instruction to the nation on how they could be successful in overcoming their laziness and their sluggishness in the nation. They were a prosperous nation. They were a prosperous people at the time. And because they was a prosperous people, he wanted to ensure his son that, hey, I don't want you to get lazy. I don't want you to feel entitled. I don't want you to think that people owe you something. So I'm going to give you this illustration to high point it so you will always remember. When you're teaching your children and you're teaching folk in your family, you always want to give them something to hold on to in that word of God. So when they're going through what they're going through, and you will go through, you will be able to remember what the word says and you can kind of hold on to it. So watch what he says by way of illustration as we talk about this sluggishness that's going on in the world and in the body of Christ. He says, I went by the field of a slothful or a sluggard. Now we know what sluggard means, right? Slothful or sluggard means you're lazy. But it's more than just being lazy. It means that you're slow moving or you're inactive. So you're not just lazy because you may get it done, you just slow at getting it done. And sometimes when you move too slow, you miss your blessing. Sometimes when you inactive, you miss your blessing. Watch this. I don't want to go too deep. It says, I went by the field of the slothful and by the vineyard of the man void of understanding. So he's a sluggard because he has no understanding. It's not that he has no understanding or he has no instruction in his mind because he's lazy. He's lazy because his perception is wrong. And whenever your perception is wrong and you have the wrong view of the world, the wrong view of life, if you ask the wrong question, you're going to get the wrong answer. So it says, you can tell a man and how he lives by the way he keep his field and the way he keep his vineyard. So my question to you today is, how your field looking? How your vineyard looking? Because your assets and your liabilities are going to tell on you. If you say you working out and I see you and you out of shape, Reb, I'm at the gym 24 hours a day. I'm always at the gym. Well, what you doing at the gym? Because you can go to the gym all you want to. But if you don't exercise while you're there, because you might as well stay home. And everybody knows that the gym has become the new nightclub. Folk look good. They got on all the gym stuff. Got on the tights and the pants. And they walk out the gym, ain't made one sweat. Ain't bust one sweat. Ain't lift one weight. Talking about, whoa. Now it's time to eat. But you can always tell what's going on with a person by what's going on with their character. You want to know how somebody living, ride by their house. And look at how they keep their house. You want to know somebody's character, watch how they live, not what they say. Because what you say and what you do is two different things. Amen. And a lot of people get fooled today because folk can talk a good game, but when it's time to put your money where your mouth is, you ain't nowhere to be found. Everybody talking about heaven ain't going. All right. A whole lot of folks singing about heaven, talking about heaven, but they ain't doing the work that's required in order to get into heaven. Amen. They want the benefits of Jesus, but they don't want the responsibility that come with it. He said, I went by his field. I went checked him out and seen what he was about. And what I saw, watch this, he said, what I saw was, and lo, it was what? All grown over with thorns, nettles, and had covered the face thereof, and the stone wall thereof was broken down. The vision of a broken man is a broken life. Amen. You can tell a broken person by the way they operate. All right. You can see a broken life by the way people, let me just say it real, let me just keep it 100. You can tell how people are by the way they get down, by the way they move, by the way they operate. All right. You can say anything you want to in the world. It's some people, when you look at their life and you look at what they're saying, they don't match. Don't match at all. Feel all messed up. Thorns everywhere. Life all out of pocket. Life all tore up. From the floor up. You all messed up. But you're running around here telling folk you got it together. All right. You're not physically a mess, but emotionally you all over the place. You look good, but it ain't all good in you. Well, and every now and then you just got to say what it is and call a spade a spade. If you tore up from the floor, it's all right. I know somebody that can put your life back together. Yes. And it sure ain't you. Yes, yes. It was all thorny. It was all thistle. So look, he's talking about his description. He was lazy, and not only was he lazy, he was ignorant, the Bible says. It's one thing to be lazy. It's a whole nother thing to be ignorant. Because see, ignorance says, I don't know and I don't want to know. But it also parades itself as if it does know. All right. And the problem with that is that when you got an ignorant person, you can't tell them nothing. Now, how you going to tell an ignorant person something? Because an ignorant person don't even know they're ignorant. And so he's so ignorant in the text that he can't make the proper decisions about work and what needs to be done. How do I know that? Because I went by his field and he told me everything was all good, but when I checked him out, it didn't match up. He was devoid of understanding. He didn't understand. So what is his circumstances? Look at this. He has a field. He has a vineyard. But he's too lazy to do what is required to take care of himself. He already got what he needs. But because he's so devoid of understanding, he don't know that he already has everything he needs to get what he wants accomplished. He just can't see it because the thorns, the thistles, the nettles, it's all over. Some folk got a good woman, but you're too busy messing over and you can't see it. Some women got a good man, but you so messed up you can't see it. The thorns is all over. And then you wonder why you kick yours to the curb and they get with somebody else and now they shine. Say another man's trash can be another man's treasure. How do I know that to be true? Because I know I was trash. And God took me and made me his trash.
All right, all right.
I ain't just talking about you. I ain't always had it all together. I ain't always been a preacher, but I ain't always been ignorant neither. So he has what he needs to be successful. He just doesn't have the energy or the motivation or the alertness to get it done. Meaning that, okay, why ain't your field together and it's your field? It can only be one or two reasons. Number one, you're lazy. Number two, you want somebody else to do it for you. Now let me let you in on something, especially young men. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing for you. You're going to have to get up on your own, make a decision, and get it done yourself. If you keep waiting on Johnny to come, he ain't showing up, baby. Ain't nobody paying your bills. Ain't nobody going to make sure you got your clothes. Ain't nobody going to make sure you got food on your table. You're going to have to get up and make a decision that I'm going to do it with God's help on my own.
All right, all right.
You waiting around on people to help you, you're going to keep waiting. Because if you think folks going to do something for you for free, you must be dumb. That's why they call it free dumb. But he had everything he needed. And God told me to tell somebody in here today, you got everything you need. You just need to clean up the field. You just need to get some of that mess out of the way. You need to get some of them distractions out of the way. And one of the main distractions that you have in your life is your own self. You so stuck on yourself that you self-deceive, you don't even look at what you see in the mirror.
All right.
If everybody telling you you got a tail, at some point you ought to at least look. A friend of mine, we was living in the neighborhood. She got all caught up on that crack. And she had that crack and she was getting all little. She's a beautiful woman. That crack had all messed up. Now this ain't a sermon about crackheads, but I want to stick that in there. But when she would look in the mirror, she couldn't tell that she had deteriorated. So what she saw in the mirror was something totally different than reality. Because she's still out there looking at it. But the crack had deteriorated her. But because it had messed up her mind, she still thought she looked the way that she looked when she was the homecoming queen. No, she wasn't the homecoming queen no more. She was the homecoming fiend. And she wasn't in reality. And I'm telling you, a lot of times you need to look at your own life and say, let me look at it for what it is. You got to call a spade sometime and ask God for help and say, God, I don't know what I'm doing, but I at least want to try to get it together. And if you can help me try to get it together, God says, if you make one step towards me, I'll pull you on in and make two towards me. But the question is, are you in reality or are you deceiving yourself? Said he had everything he needed. But look at the condition. The land or the field was a mess because of long neglect. It didn't get that way overnight. It got that way over time. And if you be honest with yourself, some of the stuff you're going through, it didn't happen last night. This stuff been going on and on and on and on. And because you refuse to look at the situation for what it is, it's starting to be longer and neglectful and longer and longer. Some of our relationships been over here. Some of y'all relationships has been over. They done did everything but pat. But because you're not caught up in reality, because you're not caught up in what's going on, you can't see what's going on in the field around you. In order for you to save the little bit of relationship that you do have.
All right.
Oh, it got quiet. I know it's tight, but I'm right. And I don't, maybe they still there, but they emotionally done checked out years ago.
Amen.
So you just there with a corpse. They ain't talking to you. They ain't dealing with you. They just there because they ain't got nowhere else to go right now. And those are situations you got to look at it for what it is and ask God to help you. Ask him to help you fix this situation.
Yes.
Okay, I know I'm in your house. I'm getting out. But the land or the field was a mess because of the neglect of it. I look at some of these men nowadays, it just blows me away. It blows me away how you can be a man, have $100 pair of tennis shoes on, a $2,000 watch on, but you ain't got no medical. Amen, Walls. How is it that you can have on $1,000 hat, but you got a $2 heat? Them. And what happens? The thorns, the thistles, the nettles, they gonna come after a while. Folk gonna see of young men, generation of young women who don't want to go outside. All you see them is. Hey, boy, I'm talking to you. Yeah. Hey, they got their hire. Yeah. Hey, man, I know where you can make a couple extra $100. Amen. But let that phone go out. And mama, did you pay my phone bill? Grandma, I got a date. Can you loan me $2, $3? I tell you, them women all the time, don't let no man put his shoes under your bed, can't put no food on your table. So the car, he didn't have a week back, but he had a hollow brain. So instead of just beating up on him, how do we fix this though? How do we fix it? We got to go back up and see how can we fix this, because I don't want to just tell you what's wrong and I'll tell you how to get it right. So how do I get it right? Well, look at verse 30. If you're not paying attention to your field, then the first thing you got to do is become aware that your field is messed up. The first thing you got to do is become aware. You got to own up to what's going on in your life. You got to man up. You got to say, look, I know this wrong. I know I ain't been doing it right, but I'm willing to try to fix it. The first step is to become aware of your reality. Get out of self-delusion. Quit blowing smoke and just look at yourself, not me, not the church. Look at yourself for what it is and say, what is it that I want to do? What is it that I'm trying to accomplish? What is my results? What are you? Are you results driven? Yes. Because if you're results driven, it's going to change your priorities. But if you just want to be mediocre and just get by, then you're not going to do much. But if you're trying to really show enough accomplish something, it's going to prioritize what you do. If you want to be healthy, then you having good health and the way you eat is going to become your priority. You ain't going to be up there eating all the hogs, mogs, and all that kind of stuff and your blood pressure through the roof. Eat 8, 9 packs of bacon and all that old kind of stuff, and then wonder why the man at the doctor talking about you ain't leaving right now. You can't go right now. We got to get this down, and you going to the hospital. Well, is it that you ate 500 pieces of bacon? I ain't got nothing against bacon. I'm just saying you ain't got to eat the whole pack, do you?
A couple slices.
Y'all love it because you know I'm right. So you got to become aware. Verse 32. Watch what he said in verse 32. He says, then I saw and considered it. I looked upon it and received instruction. Boy, there's more things caught than taught. Boy, some things all you got to do is look at. Man, there's some things you ain't even got to inquire about. All you got to do is look and see how it messed you up. I was watching the New Edition story. One thing I got out of that is, don't do no crap. Don't do no cocaine. You ain't going to be successful. I don't got to try to know not to do it. I don't want about it. Run it, buddy, Ricky, and sometimes you got to be astute. So you got to be aware, but you got to be astute. You got to be able to assess the situation. He said, I looked at it. I considered it. I'm watching what's going on, and I'm going to receive some instruction. See, it's better to get it without having to go through. Right? You ain't got to tell me that the stove is hot when I see that little red eye. I ain't going to touch it. And so in your life, when you see the little red eye in your life, you should know, I better not touch that. I better leave that alone. Right? If you an alcoholic, you ain't got no reason being in the bar. Because you got a problem with it. If you can't handle gambling, you shouldn't be in the lottery line. I ain't talking about y'all over here. I'm just talking about people who got problems with it. If your problem is sexual promiscuity, then you need to quit hanging around people who always say yes. Lord have mercy. I knew that was going to be tough, but I got to tell you like I got to tell you. So you got to be aware. You got to be astute. You got to assess the situation. And see, every now and then when you assess the situation, it'll tell you itself what course you need to take. When you step back from the situation and ask yourself truthfully, what's going on here? And what is it that I'm truly trying to accomplish? Because I told you your results going to determine what you do. So if you step back and you say, what is my result? What am I trying to get out of this? I want to have a good life. Okay, well, what are the things that are making you not have a good life? And that's astute. You start to assess. Ooh, I want to have peace in my life, Lord. Okay, well, step back from the situation and find out what it is that's not giving you peace. What's stealing your joy? What's stealing your play? You might have to get rid of Pookie now.
Come on, man.
You might not be able to play bingo with them because every time you come home, you a mess. You might not be able to go in and have tea with them because every time you leave, you mad. You might have to change beauticians because every time you get in the chair, you argue. You got to assess the situation is what I'm saying in order to make the correct move. And then finally, verse 33 is once you become aware, once you become astute, then you got to wake up. You got to become awake. Because it's one thing to know. It's a whole nother thing to apply what you know.
That's right. That's right.
It's one thing for you. See, a procrastinator knows that they need to get the work done. The problem is that they keep pushing it off. Pushing it off. And when you push stuff off for so long, guess what? It becomes less important. See, because don't be fooled. People do what they want to do. Don't ever, I couldn't get to it. No, you could have got to it if you want to. You just didn't want to get to it. So just be honest with yourself and say it wasn't a high priority. Let something happen to somebody you really love, you would run out of here, you wouldn't care if President Kennedy was But if it's somebody you don't care nothing about, you be like, I'll get to him when I get to him. Because of the priority. But you got to become awake of the situation. Look at what it says. It says, after that he says, yet a little sleep. A little slumber. A little folding of the hands to sleep. And so shall thy poverty come as one that travaileth or traveleth, and thy want as an armed man. He said, if you don't wake up, eventually you're going to get robbed. That's what he says. And he didn't say burglary. You're going to get robbed. Why are you going to get robbed? Because burglary is when somebody breaking your house when you ain't looking. Robbery is somebody stick you up in your face with your eyes open. And what he's telling you is that you keep on playing around. You keep on folding your hands. Talking about, I do it tomorrow. I get it done tomorrow. I get it done tomorrow. He said one day the night gonna come. You ain't gonna be able to do it. And night can come in any form. All of us healthy in here right now. We don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. So the only thing now. Because that's what your character gonna be. This is what he's trying to teach his son. Son, you can watch folk life and tell their character. That's what he's trying to teach him here. Just watch the yard, watch the vineyard, and you'll be able to see the character. If you don't have friends, it ain't their fault, it's your fault. If you by yourself, it ain't everybody else's fault, it's your fault. Because it has something to do with your character. Because your character is who you are when folk ain't looking.
That's right. That's right.
Because everybody can look good when the camera on. It's when the camera go off.
That's right.
It's what folk looking at. And I don't have to be watching your TV show to tell how your life is. Because when you show up, your life come with you. I don't need to tune in to your radio station or your TV show to find out how you living. I don't need to watch your reality show. All I got to do is watch your life. And if you tore up all the time, depressed all the time, bitter all the time, it's something that has to be said about you, not the situation. Because no matter what's going on in your life, ain't nobody got no power over you but you. And you don't control nothing but you. You can't control circumstances. You can't control situations. You can't control people. All you can do is control yourself. And I tell you all the time, if stuff don't add up, then subtract yourself. And then maybe it'll work itself out. Because every now and then we don't want to take an honest, aware, astute, and awake approach to our life and say, Lord, it might be me. I might be in the way. It take a big person to say that. It take a big person to say, it might be me, Lord. And And see, that's the sign of maturity when you can look at yourself and say, you know what, I've been worried about everybody else all these years. And I done messed around and neglected my own field. And now my field is all messed up. My mind all messed up. My life all messed up. My bank account all messed up because you can give everybody your money. Now you ain't got nothing. The Bible say you got to be wise about stuff.
Yeah.
I ain't giving nobody no money out of my bill money. Now you got lights and I'm in the dark. Your clothes clean, you done broke my washing machine. I ain't trying to be funny, you guys still working on me, I'm just keeping it real with you. And then you know how people are. You've been let them use all your stuff. Then you call them and they tell me, oh man, I wish I could. Man, I wish I could help you out. Like, man, I'm asking you for my rate. That's my rate you got. I can't loan you my broom. You got my broom. So a diligent man, as contrasted to a lazy man. See, a diligent man works with his hands.
Yeah.
And he gets promoted.
Yeah.
And he becomes rich, not only in substance, but rich in mind, body, and spirit because he puts his hand to the task.
Amen.
And a diligent man or a woman is not one that's sitting back not doing anything because they're afraid to fail. See, you got to fail sometimes.
Yeah.
That's how you grow.
That's
right?
right.
You got to be able to just stand in there and say, okay, well, I'm going to try it anyway. Bill Gates didn't become the richest man in the world because he was afraid to try. He became the richest man in the world because he had an idea and he had something in his mind that was results driven. And because it was results driven, he didn't worry about his little job at IBM because he had a bigger purpose in mind, which was to become the leader in technology.
Yes. Yes.
And every now and then you might have to let some stuff go in order to get to where you need to be. Ain't nothing wrong with that, and it ain't nothing wrong with falling down sometime in order for you to learn that you shouldn't be over there in the first. Every now and then it's your failures that's going to grow you up. And ain't no harm in failing. The problem is when you're so nervous, so scared that you don't even try, and then you try to cover it up with a pretense of, I don't even mess with that. No, that's fear. You don't mess with it because you're scared of it. A lot of folks didn't have no smartphone. Wasn't that they did, I don't mess with that technology. No, you just don't know how to use it. Now you got one they can't get you off of it. Now you're like everybody. So we got to become diligent in what we do. So let me close this thing. So he was aware. He owned up to his life. He was a student. He assessed the situation so that he could make the correct choice.
Yeah.
And then once he assessed the situation, he woke up. He became awake. And it's not more than just becoming awake, but once you are awake, you have to drive towards what it is you want to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
But here's the question as I take my seat. You got to ask yourself every day, and it's going to help you if you really listen to me. You got to ask yourself, what result am I trying to have? Amen. Well, what is my result? Because if you understand what your result is, what you want to turn out to be, it's going to guide what you do.
Yeah.
If you're trying to clean up your house, when the phone rings, the result going to say, I can't talk right now. Because I'm trying to get this done. Because you know what you want, right? When you talk to folk on the phone, you ought to know what you want. You don't call folk for nothing. It's got to be a reason why you call. So then the call becomes more meaningful. And then you're not just gossiping on the phone. So if you call somebody, you say, you know what, I just want to call and encourage them. I just want to cheer them up. While you're talking, it guides what you're on the phone about because your result is, I want to encourage you. So if I call to encourage you, I ain't going to argue with you on the phone about stuff that don't matter, right? So you got to be results driven, results oriented. Let me get my stuff done. Let me stop procrastinating. Why? So that my field will be right. Amen. And then when your field is right, God can give you a harvest. And that's what he wants to do. 30, 40, 50, even 100-fold. But it's going to depend on how your farm, how your field look, how your vineyard looking, how you're manicuring it, how you're managing it. The association dealing with stewardship. And all this is about life management. How are you managing your life with God's help? And if you don't have it right, ask him to help you.
That's right.
Slow down enough to let him help you. Look, you ain't in no rush.
That's right.
You got to eternity, but you got to at least get started, man.
Yeah.
Some of us, it's past halftime. We getting in third, fourth quarter. So we got to stop playing around and decide what it is we want and what it is we don't do. And then we got to prioritize our life that we can get it done. And there may be one today who wants to become aware